the computer. There you go.
Hey, it is Ashley, the boot babe, and I am frozen, but I think I'm back to life now. And so I am live and I'm so excited because I'm with Tamara Thompson, right? Tamara.
Thompson. Tamara
She,
Thompson.
this is a crazy conversation, you guys, because this is so far away from what I thought that the rodeo would be doing this year. But I found this article earlier that you can see on my screen. It says Professional Rodeo Cowboys Association launches NFTs. Okay, what is an NFT? So I was like, I need to call my friend Tamara. What is an NFT?
It's a non-fungible token, which you're like, what is that? What does that stand for? Right? So non-fungible tokens are basically it's an asset that actually shows ownership at this point, right? So when you actually create something as an NFT, the person that actually creates the NFT can have a lifetime ownership of it. So let's say an NFT was a piece of art, right? And so a piece of art normally, let's say you bought a Picasso painting and for $1 million, you're like, I have the Picasso painting, so it's yours, you own it, right? But then you're like, well, I'm going to resell it. And I found a buyer for $2 million. So I literally would be like, okay, great. I just made a profit of $1 million back from what I just sold it, right? 2 million, right? So what if that was created into an NFT where you had ownership for life, right? So there's opportunities to create that experience through what they call smart contracts. So when people are buying an NFT, and it doesn't have to be just art, but this is just an example because a lot of people keep thinking that NFTs are just these pieces of art that are going up for sale for people selling them for 65 million and so on. And Ethereum, or which is the actual crypto that they use to purchase and buy NFTs, but it's now actually being offered in other crypto now. But Ethereum is the main blockchain that supplies this opportunity. And so let's go back to the Picasso example. So once I sell that, I no longer own that Picasso painting. What if I was able to create an NFT around a specific type of painting? Maybe it's not Picasso, but it's not. What if you were able to attach an NFT to that Picasso painting where it shows that you're the proof? It shows proof of ownership that actually I own that NFT or that painting for life, right? So I actually would still own that Picasso painting. I sold it for 2 million, but then I make a certain amount of percentage every time it's resold after that. So if somebody turned around and bought my Picasso painting for 2 million, and then they were like, I'm going to sell it for 3 million. And I put in that smart contract that I want to make 10% of each sell, right? So then that person sells it for 3 million. Do the math. I would receive 10% of that 3 million because I own that possession of that NFT. So think of it that way. So each time you do something, as long as you're the original creator of it, and you can put it on a marketplace like OpenSea. And you guys might be like, what the heck is OpenSea? So OpenSea is a marketplace that people can go to market and sell their NFT projects.
Okay, and I'm not going to interrupt you, but I do want to say this. So if you're confused at this point, which you're like, my brain is so amazingly amazed at Tamara's information, I am going to create like a little mini, we're going to document my journey of figuring out how to mint my first NFT, because Tamara has this thing called Confident Women. And on Western Fashion Behind the Scenes, we're all about women and figuring out how we're obsessed with figuring out how we can have more confidence. And so she has a thing. And so we're going to document my journey. So don't worry if you don't figure it all out right now. She's going to keep telling us about this because so basically I want to just clarify one thing really quick. So like this rodeo article says that they're going to launching NFTs for 119 different athletes.
Yep.
And there's going to be things like a one of a kind Wright family VIP NFT. Includes finals tickets, behind the scenes access, redemption tickets, and more. So I love this. I had this idea and I talked about it with this guy named Cody, and we were talking about it a few weeks ago at the soft launch of Resistol's new cowboy boot line. And so I was there and I was talking about this, and I'm so excited that it's up right now. So I'm excited because I want to create my own NFT for this NFR with some of the Western influencers like West Desperado, people that are really important in my industry. So keep going. And don't worry if you're confused. We're going to have a little step by step later. So tell us though, like where we left off.
Well, yeah. So like example with this article that you're referring to, right? So they're saying that they're going to create 119 NFTs, obviously for the people in the practice for the event, right? So those that are actually in it. And so what they're most likely doing is creating this asset, and it could be something as simple as their photo, right, with their permission, or something that's altered of their photo. They can create something, or something from the event that they can have, and they can either do something where they actually create it for them, or they can create it so that the fans have the opportunity to purchase this NFT, which I'm assuming that that's probably the route that they're going. But what they would do, what the smart thing to do would be to provide value for these individuals, right? So as a consultant for NFT people going into this space, like I would say, hey, I want to make sure that I'm providing value to all of these people in the space first. So I would create a smart contract for every single NFT for that individual that the NFT is being created of, so that these people could actually receive something of monetary value over and over every time a fan goes in and purchases the NFT, because these can be resold over and over again. And they're not doing anything other than being the face of the NFT, and they're making money for a lifetime basically on
Amazing.
this.
So like if I go buy a Shane Hanchey, right? Shane Hanchey is this kid right here, and he's pretty famous, right? He's a big deal in the roping world. And so I go buy his NFT, then I can sell that NFT later, like a trading card, right? So it's like a virtual trading card almost.
Yeah.
And sometimes they are come with experiences. And so maybe those experiences will transfer over too. Like I know Gary
And
V,
it
he's a
could
big one,
be,
right? He does like the
yeah,
ghost
yeah. And
experience.
you could create cards, you could create images, you could utilize these photos. If you could do a partnership with the photography of these photos, you could do stuff like that. So maybe the photographer gets a cut of that in that smart contract, as well as the person in the photo, and the person that's creating it. So it, like, you can create these, and then you have ownership of this photo alongside with potentially the photographer, right? Like, you do these partnerships, you build relationships over time. And then, so when you put that in the smart contract, as long as it's in there and you put the percentage that you want to make over time, usually it's between 1 and 10%, right? And because of course the person that buys it, they have the same thing in mind, they'll get a percentage as well when they sell it, on the side of the monetary value. But the person that originally mints it is the one that's making money every time they sell it. Every time it sells, right? So like that first person, you're just making money over time. So it could be 50 cents, it could be $50 million, it could be, like, when you have the right people behind you, and team and community, people are building communities out to actually support each other in this process. But the thing is they're creating experiences with it. So like a utility, it's important to have utility on it, so that, like, right there in the article is talking about, like, with the NFT, it also includes like final tickets, behind the scenes access, reception tickets, and more. So we're doing the same thing with our Confident Women NFT collection, right? So we're providing experiences that people will want to be a part of a community base, right? And so when we turn around and create these experiences, you get these access points from owning that NFT. If it's a future event, if it's access to a dinner with these people, like, you want to put stuff where your fans are like, oh, I want access to this, I want access to this. And the only reason that you get access is because you own the NFT, right? Look
So
at
like
that.
this is, you can see, look at this.
Look at that.
So, and I'm not sure that they've really completed it, or that it's done yet, or that it's even out. I think this is their just test, which is super cool.
Mhm.
So have you ever used this fan apply? Do you know anything about that? Or I guess that's cool. So they'll do one for each person, or I don't know how they'll do it, but I'm definitely interested in, I want to do it for the, for West Desperado, for these girls that are, confidently going about the Western industry and doing so cool. So
You can create something like that where it shows a preview, and on OpenSea, you can literally put this playable image on all of them and do an NFT reveal. So people get excited about coming to the site, and then once you change the settings, it will show the NFT, all of them revealed. For them, they'll probably have this one image playing on all of them wherever they're buying. And then when they do the reveal, it will reveal the 119 on that one site, stuff like that. So it's interesting. You want to give them an experience and you want to provide value. So it's be sure that you're not doing this just for the sake of trying to make money. It's a sense of building community, and also thinking about ways that they become lifetime fans and access to things that they could start raving about this, and then think about future collections that can go along with it, and find the right partners that can actually help in your space. So that's one of the biggest things with Confident Women is we want to help support other women in business, women in golf, women in, in boots, women, whatever it is. We want to help, do these separate collections and collaborations so that the whole brand can reach different industries, different women, doing different things. And that's our big goal on that side, because there's only 10% of crypto owners that are women that actually have stepped in the NFT space. So it's very low. And the first step really would be for people to actually purchase crypto, learn a little bit more about that before you jump into NFTs, set up a MetaMask wallet or a Coinbase wallet, and take a look on OpenSea and see what people are doing. It's not always about the art, and there's definitely other platforms that people are selling NFTs that might make more sense for certain types of industries or business, but you really have to take a look at it, do the market research first, do like your due diligence.
Just go to these sites, right? Like, so I had a Coinbase wallet, and while Tamara was telling me, I was like, okay, I'm gonna look it up. Had to like reset my password, but it has $33 in it. I'm like, okay, cool. So I do own some Bitcoin that I, must have learned how to do this at one point. And so if you want to know more, we're gonna have to go today. I know we're short on time, but if you want to know more about the NFT space, if you want to know how to mint your own NFT during NFR or before NFR, or figure out how to get involved with me and the Western fashion behind the scenes, make sure you email us at thebootbabes@gmail.com, or you can find us on Instagram or TikTok, all these things. Tamara, I'm so grateful you were on today. We're going to have another conversation about this very soon, and we'll give a step-by-step of the things, and I'm so grateful. Thank you.
Appreciate you, Ashley. Thank you.
Yeah. Have a good day.